Hello, my friends. Welcome to this week's episode of Leadership Synergized, where we all have an opportunity to live, learn, and come alongside some of the best leaders that are serving the grind and serving communities in a variety of ways while making a positive impact. We get a chance to learn that while they're making that positive impact, that they too have struggles similar to what we have, and that they face challenges and they've learned lessons that we can benefit from. Last week, you had a chance to learn from a good friend of all of ours, Mr. Doug Shearer. And as you can see, he's on screen with us again this week. Doug Shearer, welcome back, my friend. Thank you for being here.
Yeah, appreciate and very honored that I can be here again. I appreciate you having me.
Well, it's a pleasure, and from the bottom of my heart, appreciate you, my friend, and appreciate all you're doing. What a powerful mission you're on, my friend, and I Stutter Navigator, serving the stuttering community. Just God bless you for that piece. I want to ask you if you could for just a moment, and I probably should ask this question much earlier in our two episodes, but Doug, educate us a bit on the struggles those who are challenged with stuttering undertake. How, when we're talking, communicating with an individual that, for lack of a better term, is working to overcome or working to make their connections, but yet are faced with stuttering. Help us understand that individual and how we can best come alongside as individuals.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you for the question. You know, that it so this question I'm going to answer twofold because it really depends on the individual. So there are some people that and also there's different levels of severity or different different aspects, different types of stuttering or fluency. And so it really truly depends on the individual. And every single individual has different needs and different wants in communication. And so so that's why I mentioned, as a leader, not just for someone who stutters, but in anyone, being curious about the needs of and the wants of others to be successful and thrive. That's the key. And so what so I think maintaining eye contact, giving people space, not talking over someone, really not judging the way that they communicate, but more focusing on effective communication and understanding what they're saying and not how they're saying it is important. Now, as a person who stutters, it 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 can be challenging sometimes to because uh, because you learn and pick up on. So my or in my experience, I feel like people who stutter have a higher sense of receptiveness to people and can pick up on nonverbal communication much more so than others. And there's always deeper thoughts on that more than people realize. So I think for me, it's give me some space and allow me to speak, and also like opening up the door for someone to speak, maybe. So I think it's maintain eye contact, really focus on the and as a person who stutters, focus more on effective communication than how you got through that effective communication, and then not focusing on the fluency as much, And then also just don't tell someone to slow down or take a breath because it's not the answer. And it's
Mm,
it's it's what a lot of people do, and it's really annoying for
mm.
people who because because it's not like as a person who stutters, I'm like, oh, I want to sit here and block, right? Like I don't want to do that, but I can't control that. And so give me the space and the grace to allow me to finish what my thought is and continue to ask what I need, and also understand that where that person or that individual is in their journey may change their needs. It may change what they want, and so I think opening that door and having that conversation of what it what is just helpful to create that that good space.
Thank you so much, my friend. Good words of wisdom. I appreciate that. And, as you're speaking, I reflect back, Doug, on one of the most powerful values, strategies that I was introduced to more than 30 years ago was Dr. Stephen Covey's fifth habit of his seven habits of highly effective people. Seek first to understand, then to be understood. And I hear what you're describing. That's what is needed when individuals are struggling to maybe get out what they're thinking in that piece. And struggling is probably not the right word to use, but I will share a personal experience. Young grandson, 3 years old, and learning to speak and talk, and you sense at times, he gets to a point and he struggles getting what's in his mind out in that regard. And you know, I I have found that when I just get down on one knee to your point and just look him in the eye, not say a word, but just so he knows that I'm where he's at, and let him just continue on without saying anything. Where yet the natural human tendency is, I want to help him get it out, right? It's not a bad thing to want that. What I'm hearing you say is just absorb that. Seek first to allow that individual to get it out. And that's the best way to help them.
Absolutely. Yes. Yes. And just yeah, because like even I as a person want this that too, right? I want that same thing, but it's really just taking a moment because you're because what's the rush really, right? Like in a conversation, what's the rush? If you give another minute, you're going to be able to move much further in your conversation than if you try to force that out of someone that's trying to force it out of themselves too, right? So absolutely.
I love that. What's the rush? And, leadership synergized is built on still. We move forward when we're just able to be still. And we're faith-based, trust that God has it, but be still and allow basically things to take place as they need to take place. And in essence, while you may be still, you're moving forward. And I love Coach John Wooden, the late great UCLA basketball coach, who said, "Be quick, but don't hurry." And that's actually the message you're delivering here, Doug. Doug, we could go on and talk so much more. You're a fascinating individual and leader. And again, from the bottom of my heart, thank you for what you're doing in your community. Thank you for your focused purpose. I love your commitment. I believe you model commitment to purpose as well as anyone that I have ever met. And I know our viewers and listeners appreciate having a chance just to listen, to watch, and to learn from you. And that heart of passion, my friend, wow, how we have picked up on that in these two episodes. And I got to have you back again, Doug. There's so much more to dive into and to talk about. And as we begin to wrap up, for those that want to learn more about Doug, learn more about Stutter Navigator, or how they can help you with your mission, how can they find you? How can they reach out and make contact?
Yes, absolutely. So, at my contact information is all there on Stutter Navigator, on the contact page. I mentioned an event we're having in January, uh, so that's one way. And then also, you can find me on my LinkedIn page. Just my and uh, and please if you're interested in having me come and speak, or come to your company or your organization or your conference to kind of share more and talk about uh, uh, things and ways that I can help you as well, then please let me know. And so, really having the support, and then getting people to help me with events and different things that I'm trying to do in the future.
Doug, what's a final word of advice for someone who's trying to pull together their focus for a mission and purpose on something maybe you've learned that could help them?
Yeah, I think being intentional
Mm.
in what you want and what you're looking for. And I think for me, by 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 having the desire to want to find my purpose, but then allowing things to happen
Mm.
and just start, right? So I started by being a chapter leader. I then worked on uh, and continue to do things that help you like get there. And so the the pre-work like Toastmasters and different things have kind of helped me get to different places or things that have led me to the purpose. And so I think also take a deep breath, because sometimes we put a lot of pressure on a thing that we want, and sometimes by not by giving yourself a moment and uh, things to to find you that need to find you, kind of allows that to naturally happen too.
My friend, again, from the bottom of my heart, God bless you for what you're doing. Thank you for joining us. It's been just been an honor to be able to speak with you, and I want to have you back in the very near future. Perhaps we can talk about another date in the spring of 2025. But love your mission, and I and those around who are watching and viewing, we're here to help you in your mission, and we're going to follow you, and don't hesitate to reach out. But God bless you for joining us and sharing.
Well, yeah, I appreciate everyone really, and I can't do what I'm doing and what I want to do without people. And so thank you also, and may God bless you and all the viewers on your podcast and in your life. And I I I I just am truly honored and humbled to be able to have have this opportunity to speak with you. Would love to be back on the podcast and talk more. So please reach out, and I thank you so much for all of your encouragement and everything that you're helping me do as well.
Well, you're very kind. Keep doing it. God bless you. We love you as a child of God, my friend, and thank you again. And On behalf of Doug Shearer, wow, what powerful, powerful message that he had to bring for us. But what a powerful purpose he's on. And I love his comments. Take a breath and don't rush. This life pulls us to want to go forward without taking those breaths at time. And it certainly pushes us and pulls us in so many ways to rush when we don't have to. We can make the choice to serve a purpose, whether it's faith-based for God or whether it's focused in another aspect, to make positive impacts for all in our lives. For Doug Shearer, I'm Kevin Smith. God bless you for all you do in representing God's purpose and in bringing value to all those in your life. Have a wonderful day.